What's going on? It's your boy SB. All right, so what we are talking about today are 5 things that will put a target on your back in the workplace. And if you work at Amazon, we already got enough stuff on our back as it is. You don't need a target. And I'm pretty sure there's more out there. Drop it in the comment section if I miss something. But what do I mean by that? Have a target on your back. What does that mean? That means that you become the target, where you become targeted, whether it be for a write-up, whether it be for disciplinary action, or whether it be even worse, for you now being targeted to get you off the job. I'm pretty sure most of us have experienced this in our work history. And as I said, there's a whole lot of things, but I'm just gonna give a few, drop some if I miss some. And also, it's not just a target from management or the establishment or the company. It's also, I be saying this, don't put a target on your back, even when it comes to the employees. Yes, you can be targeted by management and the establishment. You can also put yourself in a position to be targeted by employees. How do you do that? Gossip, all that type of stuff. We're going to talk about in a minute, but we're mostly going to be like on the establishment/management. One of the first things that I've seen get people targeted, not really to lose their job, but, and I'm not just talking about my time at Amazon. I'm not a spokesperson or a representative, but I have seen this one thing really move people out of position. And in certain circumstances, people have lost their job. A bad attitude. And if you follow this channel, you already know that's something that I'm big on. Mindset, a good attitude, positive outlook. That is something that I'm big on. I've seen so many people have an attitude with the manager, talk crazy to the manager, downplay what the manager says. You're dealing with the manager, superior, whoever it is. You're dealing with their pride. Ain't nothing worse than somebody in management leadership, especially ones that are more immature, some that are younger. When they pride get hit, it get lit. You feel me? It's a whole nother situation going on. And I believe that can definitely be something that has a target on your back. And I've said this plenty of times, when you're in the workplace, people not in there duking it out. Well, they do, especially at Amazon. But for the most part, especially with management ain't finna fight you. Not with these. They gonna fight you with the pen. This right here. You trying to throw hands, they trying to throw ink. I've seen this getting more people written up, more people, like I said, exited out the job. Why is that? See, and what I mean by a target, now, before you had the target on your back, you were just a regular associate. You just blended in. But as a target, you now stand out. I've seen so many people offend a manager, have an attitude with a manager. So now it's to the point to where now they're looking for a reason to write you up, to get you out of their department, or like I said, worst case, to get you off of the job. I've seen this happen a lot. And it'd be with some great workers, meaning not attitude wise, but skill wise, they be killing it. They some of the best ones. And they kind of use that, and they think they're using it to their advantage. Like, oh yeah, I kill it, but that's why I talk crazy, because I still kill it. Now, boom, boom, boom. But that will not make up for it. I'm telling you, watch the attitude in the workplace. Also, when it comes to the attitude, I've been in that leadership position. When it comes time for a task that needs to be done, that's not a fun task to do, who you think they're going to have do it? Get hit up on the walkie-talkie. We got to send somebody to the other side of the building to go do this task that ain't nobody trying to do. Oh, don't worry, I got just the person. And they're going to go right to the one who had that attitude. I've seen this personally happen. So not even when it comes to the extreme of getting write-ups and all that stuff, but even when it just comes to being an inconvenience or in an inconvenient situation, listen, keep a good attitude. That will take you further than you know. All right, so this next one is something new. I didn't even really realize this. I did realize it, but it felt different when I was in the situation. This is something that I dealt with not so recently, but mostly like when I first went to corporate. You not going above and beyond. If you've been following my channel, you know I right now am at the point in my career with the company, I am doing my job. And when it comes to any job, especially an Amazon job, they're going to be like, oh, I see you're doing your job and you're doing great. Would you like to go above and beyond? Nah, I'll just like to go to my job. You don't want to go beyond that? You don't want to go above your job, above and beyond, like way beyond? Nah, listen, not going above and beyond. Now, I really haven't seen this put a serious target on somebody's back, like trying to get you out of the department or nothing. But I have seen, and like I said, I've been in that situation. So I've even felt a shift. I felt, you know what I mean? I felt something when I wasn't trying to go above and beyond. Still did my job, still did it to the best of my ability, still killing it. But nah, that ain't enough. Nah, can't nobody here have a soul. You feel me? Something's up with that dude. But I've been in that situation. And not just at an Amazon, different jobs. When you don't go above and beyond, that is when a little bit more nitpicking can happen. You know, really trying to pick at something small that wasn't, you know, never was really picked upon until you didn't want to take that extra assignment, until you didn't want to go work them 9 extra days, until you didn't want to go above and beyond. Now, all of a sudden, something's, you know, that's minor becomes a major. I believe that's something that could put a target in your back in the worst place. Not a serious target, but it could be a target. And I think one of the reasons why, especially in like a workplace like Amazon kind of thrives and gets a whole lot off of everyone trying to go above and beyond so that they can get put into position. But if you get one who doesn't want to go above and beyond and is very comfortable, laughing, smiling, having a good time, life is still well, man, but they not stressing out with all this extra work and they, you know what I mean? They doing cool. Other associates be like, maybe I'm doing a little too much. So I get it because I've been on the flip side of that coin where I'm trying to lead a team. And I never had an issue with people that didn't want to go above and beyond. Long as you got your work done, I was always like, yo, you straight in my book. But sometimes that ain't enough. You feel me? Sometimes they want everybody to be going 1,000 miles per hour. So I get it. So be careful. That could put a target on your back. Like I said, I don't think that's a serious target. I think that'd be more so of a light target. Let me know your thoughts on that because that is something that I've seen a lot in the workplace. Let me know your thoughts on that. Now, this next one, I do believe it can put a target on your back. And this is something, it's like a silent target. And a lot of people don't really talk about it. This is a target of HR. Now, I'm not saying this goes down in Amazon. I'm not saying that. But I've just seen this in general. And what I'm talking about is if something happens, especially if let's say you get into, friction with management and an associate decides to take that to HR. Listen, I would never be the one to say, don't go to HR. I'm pro HR, whatever the case may be. In my experience, in all the jobs I've worked, it kind of seems like sometimes when people go to HR, especially with this friction with management, it's low-key like a little target on your back. And it's definitely not to get you out the building. That'll be too obvious. And all companies have the no retaliation policy, right? All companies have that. But they don't have a hold you back from promotion policy. They don't have like I said, the light target. One of the light targets, nitpicking, all of a sudden, all the minors become majors. So I always say that, man, be careful when you go to HR. If you're going to go to HR, make sure it's official. You feel me? You're not off your feelings. And this is another thing. If you go to HR, I'm going to have to do a whole vlog on this. This is what I say. Have receipts. You feel me? I got receipts. I still got receipts from Cent. You feel me? I got receipts just in case I get an audit. You feel me? I'm ready for taxes. Oh, I got my receipts. You feel me? Audit officer, I got you. You feel me? I got receipts. But that's a whole nother vlog in itself. But let me know your thoughts on that. Going to HR, my personal opinion, I do not reflect any company. I would just say if you have an issue that for sure go. But be very careful with your, how you're talking about people when it comes to HR. Don't just be in there venting. Be PC, get your point across. Be PC as well, though. The next thing that I think will put a target on your back, and this would be more so, it could be a target for management. This can also put a target on your back with employees as well. One of the things, your opinions and beliefs. What you mean SB beliefs? Oh, beliefs, opinions on anything, especially in these last 5 years, our country is different. It's like different. And especially the workplace. The workplace has changed, especially if you're in one of these Fortune 500, one of these big leading companies. The workplace is a whole lot more political. It's a whole lot more to do with stuff that ain't work. You know what I mean? I miss the good old days when you can go to work, and it was just work. You feel me? Like, you didn't have to hear about what was going on outside of work, but times have changed. So I say all that to say, be careful, because let's say if something goes on in in our country and the whole world is talking about it, and you go into the workplace and then you voice those opinions, you don't know who's who. You don't know what side is on, which person is on which side of the fence. And then especially when it comes to opinions, this is why I don't talk, especially when it comes to like stuff in the real world. I'm not talking about in the workplace. That's just me in general, especially in the workplace. I'm not an open guy. People try to wiggle their way in and be cool and then start asking personal stuff. I will live like, I keep work outside of work and shut it down. But that's just me. But you have to be careful because, like I said, you don't know what side the coworker over there is on. You don't know what side this coworker is on. You don't know what side your manager is on. You don't know what side your ops manager, your senior, you don't know where anybody stands. So that's why, to me, this is all my opinion and how I move in the workplace. When it comes to opinions, my mouth is closed, because I think the worst type of target on your back and the worst enemy in the workplace to have is one you don't know about. At least if you have an enemy and you got an enemy, you got an enemy. You know who their friends are. You know who to watch out for. You know how to move in that situation. But I think the most dangerous thing is when you have enemies or enemy and you don't even know it. So I encourage you, when it comes to the workplace, and not just political stuff, but especially with certain companies, you can't, you better watch what you say about anything, because somebody gonna get offended about something. You know what I mean? And over there stowing, yeah, I don't like gray grapes. A head pop up. Excuse me, what did you say? I don't like gray grapes. I'm appalled. And storm off. You just thinking like, man, that was crazy. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, you in HR, you feel me, with HR talking to you, talking about, yeah, we heard about the grapes. Somebody had an issue. Listen, I know that's a pretty bad example, but you know what I mean. But I'm serious, though. There's so many topics that you can touch on that will get you not in trouble, written up maybe, but it can get one of them invisible enemies and a target on your back when it's not needed. So be careful of your opinions. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. That was just a few. I had some more, but I'm going to leave it there because I just got off work. It's peak season. I just worked 12 hours. You can see it in my face. I'm tired, and I got to be up early tomorrow to go into the office, so we going to leave it there. But I make these type of videos because this is the workplace. Yeah, you feel me? Where friends ain't really friends. You feel me? People is, it's just weird in the workplace. And the way that I move in the workplace, I don't play checkers in the workplace. I play chess in the workplace. And I'm not there for any motives towards any people or trying to get over, but it's a lot of people in the workplace that do have that motive. So that's why you always got to be on guard. People will use your words that you say, your opinions, your beliefs, whatever it may be. They'll try to use that for ammo against somebody else. You said something, you had a strong opinion about this. They was just sitting back listening. Oh, okay. Oh, he talking crazy. Let me take them words and take them to the manager that actually believes the exact opposite. And you feel me? People do this in the workplace. It's crazy. I don't know why, but they do. And listen, this is also what you want to do. If you find out, let's say with an employee, right? Like I just said, you were speaking on an opinion and the employee on the other side feels the exact opposite. And then now you found out it and got back to that person and that person feeling some type of way. So now you see them trying to tell on you and snitch on you for all this stuff. And now you feel like they whole group got a target on your back. Listen. This is what you don't do as well. If you feel you got a target on your back, don't put a target back on their back. I've seen this happen so many times. People be putting targets on each other. It's like the Wild Wild West in these Amazon streets. Listen, this is why you don't want to do that, especially in these times. When it comes to another employee, even if you felt somebody offends you, we got to be careful how we move in these times because these times are different and it's going to get worse. I've talked about it in plenty of other videos. I'm going to do some more just going into the climate of the workplace, how it's going to change. It's been changing, but it's going to get a whole lot worse. But listen, if somebody got a target on your back, you put one on their back, y'all playing them games, y'all trying to get at each other. Let's say you get that person fired. Not everybody is going to react in a great way if they end up losing their job because of you. Some people, that may be the only job they have, behind on bills, lost their car, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden they lose their job because of an employee. It's gonna be people that snaps. It's already going on if you look around in the news. That's gonna be a part of this vlog I'm doing. I'm gonna continue that little series that I was doing. What was that called? It was called It's Bigger Than Amazon. That's coming soon. Be sure to, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can check it when it comes out. But that's why you want to be careful, man. Don't be playing these little games at the job. Don't be trying to, put targets on people, get people fired, because you don't know what people are going through. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I had some more, but like I said, I wanted to try to keep it short. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel. I think I said that wrong. I ain't done this in a while, but we getting back into motion. But other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next vlog. It's your boy SB. Let's go. I'm on my grind. 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 I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind.